Biggest reason people at home are saying, okay, is my life better today than it was 2 years ago? And I think for the vast majority of Americans, the answer is no.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Ted Cruz going on The View and destroying the panel with straight facts. My man had cheat sheets and all types of stuff. It was a really good appearance. And before we get into it, let's roll some clips. Of course, these clips will always be in the description box below if you want to see and hear them without my commentary. We're going to get the first things first here. We're going to get to that first clip you saw. If you didn't know what was going on, I'll give you some context. So there were some climate protesters at the actual event. Now, I'm not sure how they got in there. Did they have signs or bullhorns or whatever? But let's watch this, and then we're going to see what the reaction of Whoopi Goldberg was.
Biggest reason people at home are saying, okay, is my life better today than it was 2 years ago? And I think for the vast majority of Americans, the answer is no.
So right there they said, hey, F you. You can see that right there, right? And so you can see Sunny hosting Asuncion like, oh my goodness, you said that in the crowd. Yeah, that's your people that you have really rallied up and got behind. Your Greta Thunbergs of the word. How dare you? You guys are behind that. But anyway. And Ted Cruz, you know, he's just cool, smiling. It's all good. It's no problem. And the crowd goes wild. Of course, the crowd, they cheering because they like that kind of stuff, right?
Biggest reason.
But let's see what Whoopi Goldberg does here.
Friedman explained in the United States, inflation has one cause and one cause only.
Because they kept on going. Like, I'm not sure if they got kicked out. I think they got kicked out after a while. He kept on talking, then they kept on protesting.
Inflation in the United States has one cause and one cause only, and that is when the federal government spends too much money.
Okay.
When they print and spend too much money, that's correct. He's doing a good job being able to center out all the noise in the background.
We have seen trillions and trillions of dollars spent by Joe Biden and the Democrats. Just last year, the federal government took in $4 trillion in tax revenues. Most money in history we've ever taken.
What are they doing? Like, what are they accomplishing by all this screeching and hollering and yelling? What is that actually going to accomplish? Let the man talk, get his ideas out, and then you'll be able to just hear, agree, or disagree.
Get in. The problem is we spent nearly $7 trillion, and that's what
we do cover climate here, guys. We do cover climate.
Ladies, excuse us. Let us do our job. Let us do our job. We hear what you have to say, but you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta let us do our job.
They weren't even protesting you.
You gotta let us do our job.
I couldn't even hear what they were protesting.
Well, I take back what I said about the Yankees.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Whoopi Goldberg for kicking them out. They gotta go. It's like, look, okay, you guys talking about the climate or whatever. That's great, fantastic. Meanwhile, we've got to do our job. So let's go ahead and keep on rocking. Now here is the greatest part of the whole situation, where Ted Cruz brought out straight facts and figures over the whole situation about what's happening with the election and a few more things. Let's check it out.
There are a lot of folks in the media that try to, anytime a Republican is in front of a TV camera, try to say the election was fair and square and legitimate. You know who y'all don't do that to? You don't do it to Hillary Clinton, who stood up and said Trump stole the election.
Storm the Capitol. They didn't try to kill my former
Abrams, who said,
see, now they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that because Hillary Clinton has said that. Hillary Clinton, Stacey Abrams, quite a few of them on the left have said, oh, this was stolen, it was illegitimate. Not only the political people, but also some of the media types, normies in the street, normies on the internets, everywhere. They've said the exact same thing on the left. But when they say it, it's not really a big deal. But when we say it on the right, all of a sudden we're insurrectionists and we're not true Americans. We're not really patriots. You should get locked up, all kind of things. It's funny how that works. Let's keep on going.
Who said that the election was stolen. They sat here and said it was illegitimate, right. and you guys were fine with it. Okay.
And it was. Did you hear that? He said that they sat here and said the election was illegitimate and it was stolen. And then, what was it, Whoopi Goldberg, or it might have been the fake Republican out of Navarro. I forget who that was. I don't know who that was. I couldn't really tell. But they were like, yeah, it was. So they agreed that the election was stolen, I guess, what, in 2016 when Trump won the first time?
Okay, so it's illegitimate when Republicans win, but not when Democrats win.
No, you know, here's the thing. We may not like when Republicans win, but we don't go and we don't storm. We don't try to change what...
So that's a January 6th reference, but let's hear the rebuttal from Ted Cruz.
Did I miss an entire year of Antifa riots where cities across this country were burning and police cars were being firebombed?
You don't know what Antifa riots are? Are you serious? You don't know what Antifa riots are? Oh, okay. So you didn't see the constant news coverage of Antifa, Black Lives Matter for years, not just one incident on one day. I'm talking about for years, all over the country, there were riots as a result of Trump being in office, as a result of Trump winning, as a result of somebody getting shot by police or dying in police custody, or somebody might have been a bad day and it could have been misinformation. It could have been anything. There's been all types of riots and whatnot that have resulted in a lot of death as a result of the left not getting their way. Okay, but they don't want to talk about that to the point where they say, oh, I don't know anything about that. That's beyond my knowledge. Okay.
Your position is the left doesn't engage in violence, really?
No, they wanted to news our friend Mike Pence. Like, how do we make sense of that?
You just accused us of doing something we didn't do. You said Hillary Clinton didn't say whatever she didn't say. I'm saying to you, listen.
And she said it's sitting here, and you were fine with her saying it was illegitimate for Republicans to win.
She called Donald.
So why would you say that he is accusing you of things that you didn't do? He said that she sat there and said the election was illegitimate, the election was stolen, and you agreed. And all he said was, that's what happened. So how did he lie, Ms. Goldberg or Ms. Johnson, whatever your name is?
Donald Trump the next morning, and she conceded the election, Ted.
Okay,
took the call. As did Stacey Abrams.
All right.
She sat there while Donald Trump was getting sworn in.
Hillary Clinton says Trump is an illegitimate president. Hillary Clinton says the election is stolen from you. Hillary Clinton in 2002, George W. Bush was selected, not elected. Joe Biden, Al Gore was elected president. So Joe Biden claims George W. Bush is illegitimate.
Right? Or is it just you that gets to scream?
Okay, no, I agree.
Okay, then lower your voice because we are very close. And I know you come here to sell a book and try to.
Come on, and like don't I like Whoopi Goldberg won't just screeching at Ted Cruz. Don't do that. You guys on The View ain't nothing but a bunch of screechers, professional screechers for a living.
Pick a fight, but we're not gonna do it.
But and that's gaslighting 101. Talking about, are you picking the fight? You screaming, please. Y'all were just doing that to him. That's why he was doing that. He's matching your energy. But now all of a sudden, oh, you're doing too much, Ted Cruz. You're doing too much. Oh, you can't scream no more. Come on, stop it.
But Anna, then address the. Okay, you look at this January 6th committee, which I think is a kangaroo circus.
And then I gotta go.
The chairman of the January 6th committee objected to a prior presidential election. Representative Raskin, the lead prosecutor for the impeachment, objected to a prior presidential election.
Have you ever heard
and the absolute hypocrisy.
Democrats say this president, we don't like him, but we're not going to do our job. They did their job.
As the book described, the Department of Justice went after Trump.
Thanks for Senator Cruz. His new book is Justice Corrupted, and members of the audience, you're getting a copy. I'm sorry.
Oh, they're laughing down on it because, you know, you in The View. He went to the belly of the beast and handled that very well.
I was trying to tell you I had to go.
I understand.
Okay. So I think we have a little bit of evidence here of Hillary Clinton. This is a recent video. This is not from 2002, 2008, 2016, this is 2022 right here. Let's see what she says about the Republicans and the elections and integrity.
The 2022 midterm elections, and they are incredibly important. But we also have to look ahead because you know what? Our opponents certainly are. Right-wing extremists already have a plan to literally steal the next presidential election. And they're not making a secret of it.
Is that right? Okay, so you already saying, but before the election happens, you already put in doubt in people's minds that it's probably not going to be legitimate. You're already putting the doubt in people's minds about the legitimacy of the election in 2022 because you know, Hillary, you know that you guys are going to lose. Everybody knows it. Anybody, a blind man, deaf, it don't matter. Anybody can see it, feel it, hear it coming. All of us know it. So as a result, you want to say, oh, it was stolen right away before it even happens. But let me come back here so you can see me clearly. But conservatives, people on the right, the so-called right-wing MAGA, extra MAGA, ultra MAGA, we're the ones that are accused of not respecting the election outcomes. We're the ones who were accused of questioning it, trying to go riot and all kind of things like that. Funny how that works. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to Ted Cruz doing a very good job on The View. Shout out to the climate protesters for screeching and hollering, not getting much done. They're doing all over the world. I feel like it's a TikTok trend or something because they're not actually getting anything done other than getting posted on social media. I guess that's their objective, but they're not getting anything actually done. Okay, the climate is going to be the climate regardless of what. The sun in the sky does not really care about your screeching protest on The View in front of Ted Cruz and Karen Elaine Johnson. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about Ted Cruz's performance on The View? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys pretty much know where I'm at. This was a great performance. And he brought that cheat sheet right on out. It's like, look, you got Hillary Clinton talking about the election was stolen, it was illegitimate. Stacey Abrams, same thing. A lot of Democrats, same thing. People on The View, right there. When we just saw it, same thing. Whoopi Goldberg or whoever that was agreed with Hillary Clinton about the election being stolen from her in 2016. So what are we talking about here? January 6th, how about all these BLM and Antifa riots? Ferguson, Missouri, Baltimore, Maryland, all over the United States, Portland, Oregon, free out of Washington. The list goes on. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.